Gotta look up ants to feel the rage fire. So you may be wondering why out of all the evils in the world, like child labor, poverty, Donald Trump, why I've decided to talk about ants. You see, most people find ants just to be mildly annoying, but I see them as the abomination of the earth. Mainly because I have a phobia of them, but before you get all judgy, notice I said phobia and not fear. I am not afraid of ants, okay? There is a difference. So according to the smart guy, a fear is an emotional response towards something, while a phobia is a type of anxiety disorder where a person feels anxious around a certain object. And the internet doesn't lie, kids. So for me anyway, if I see an ant, I'm not gonna scream and run away. I mean, I kill that sucker right on the spot. But I'll get this feeling that that's not the only ant in that room. So then I'll start looking around the room, going on an ant killing spree just because of that one ant. And like all the best supervillains, I do have a scarring backstory for why I'm here today. It started many years ago when I was 6 years old. So I was flipping through the TV channels like any Saturday morning when I stumbled upon this show called Killer Ants. And I thought to myself, well, ants are so tiny, how could they possibly kill anybody? So I was intrigued. So the show was about this family who went camping God knows where. And while the parents were sat around the fire, they left their baby inside the tent. But apparently their tent was on an anthill or something. So then all these ants started crawling on this baby, but these weren't like sugar ants, okay? These ants were like this freaking big. And then all of a sudden you hear the baby scream and then it just cuts to black. Now this wouldn't have been too bad. I mean, I was 6 years old, I could handle anything. But I was gonna go on a camping trip later that day. So every ant I saw, I thought was gonna kill me. And from there, my fear of ants kinda grew into an intense hatred of them. And let me tell you, there are plenty of reasons why ants are the worst. Starting with the fact that they are absolutely pointless. Okay, so I get that some ants clear away dead animals and whatnot, but sugar ants? What do? They don't got no job, they don't help anybody. They're just a complete waste of space that don't benefit this planet at all. I mean, kinda like humans. But I'm choosing to ignore that fact to make my argument more sound. They steal your sugar. Sugar is one of the things that brings me joy in life, and ants just don't seem to comprehend that at all. So I mean, I have my container of sugar, but I know they see that label because it is colorful and you can't miss that thing. But I feel like ants see that sign and just go, oh well, and then jump in anyway. Like, come on, man! How dare you go benefit your whole colony with my sugar? They show up out of nowhere. So these little suckers are like the annoying ninjas of the insect world. So here you have my typical setup, and it's all clean and ant-free, and then bam, there's just ants everywhere. And I don't even know how they do it. They're like freaking wizards. And similar to people who like to give out free hugs, ants have absolutely no concept of personal space. You see, spiders and other insects just tend to kind of stay in their corner and let you do you, but ants, they don't respect that. You could just be minding your own business and all of a sudden there's like 50 ants crawling all over you. Like, I want to know what their thought process is. I mean, I can only imagine two ants conversing like, hey Barbara, have you seen this fleshy material before? I can't say I have, Sandra. Do you think there's any sugar up there? Nah, I don't think there's any sugar up there. But do you want to crawl all over it for no apparent reason? Yeah, that sounds like a blast! Alright. Why can't they just leave us alone? I mean, I leave them alone. When I see an anthill, I don't go step on it. I mean, I have morals, okay, people? I let them do them, alright? I let them be unless they come into my home and then I'm killing them. And possibly the most annoying thing about ants is that they're indestructible. Okay, so I know this is an over-exaggeration because I can just do this. But getting to that point is the difficult part. Because when you try to kill an ant, they start running around like maniacs. Like, why can't you just stand still? I'm only trying to kill you. And have you ever tried drowning an ant? Because it doesn't work. You know why? Because those suckers can swim. Like, why? Some of you can fly and now you gotta swim too? I mean, honestly, ants are just so obnoxious. Alright, I think I need to settle down a bit. So that's about all I can say on this topic, but I hope we can all join together and realize that ants are the absolute worst. So until next time, remember that ants are evil, and sugar-free is joy-free. See ya!